Morning, Jamie.
Morning, guys. Good to see you and Ryan. Danielle, here we are, 66 at an I Drive in Orlando. Had a little rain late last night, early this morning. Got another load now that's stacking off to your west, and looks as though that'll get into the metro here within about an hour or so. For the kids at the bus stop, stormy and wet this morning. Also, another run of wet weather for the PM. So essentially, it's kind of an all-day deal. We'll have a few distinct breaks, but clouds reign supreme, and the raindrops becoming locally heavy at times. And that is certainly the case now over north central Florida. Still pouring now. Gainesville, a little lull. You got more energy reloading your west. That is moving in your direction. So count on more wet weather loading there. And also added Ocala down 75 into northern Sumter around the villages. We continue with some showers and storms, and that backs out in the coast of Volusia County and portions of Flagler. Nothing in the Melbourne area, but a lot of inquiries out of the Space Coast. When is it getting down here? And I don't think probably until mid-late morning chances coming up. And then by lunchtime, you may be rocking and rolling down that way. Here's a look at the animated radar. Shows us that batch of energy in the northeastern Gulf, again bridging that gap, coming across the Big Bend and moving into where we have the flood watch. So that gives us some pretty great concern, not only for this area here, but also looks like we've got an active flood warning now popping off for Ocala. So certainly, well, effort that and try to bring you up to speed on that. But basically, it's the heavy rain, and no shock or surprise there, as that flood watch is now turned into a warning there in Marion County. Accumulations at 2 to 4 inches on the plus side of that. A lot of standing water in low-lying areas. Even here in East Central Florida, down in Winter Park, we've had some issues along 1792 with some of the underpasses and some of the bridges there, the few we have there, collecting a little bit of water, and that is certainly accumulating now. Here's a look at the modeling as we take it toward about 3 o'clock this afternoon. You can see how everything begins to slide down toward the Space Coast. Things starting to ease a little bit into the afternoon and evening hours around the areas around Orlando Metro. For tonight, we start to see the rain go even lighter, and then by tomorrow, it looks like an early chance, about 20% before 8 a.m. From that point on, we begin clearing and bring back some sun and somewhat cooler temperatures tomorrow back into our lives. So for today, showers and storms all day long, all day strong. 80% chance of coverage there with 79 for us as we peak with temperatures by 2. Right now, pretty mild temps, 60s to right around 70 at Melbourne, 66 at Ocala. And you can see the shifting winds now. So that frontal boundary is right about here. Either side of that fair game for that wet weather, that boundary will sag more to the south as we go deeper into the day today. You can see it sitting down here, and that'll bring that rainfall into Melbourne again toward about lunchtime. But down here, we'll have more surface heating, much warmer temperatures, even mid-80s looking possible today. And that could certainly help to bring in a risk of severe weather. It'd be a marginal risk, but lots of heavy rain, cloud the ground lightning, and damaging wind gusts. As far as a tornado threat today, I mean, anything could happen, but we're not seeing proof in that in the model data at this time. 24-hour rain totals for you. It has been really stacking over north central Florida. We've had our moments down here, and I think we'll contribute more. We'll probably end up with 2 to 3 inches around Orlando and the surrounding vicinity. Much higher quantity of accumulated rains over north central Florida to the Florida-Georgia border. So for today, despite the clouds and rain, surface heating will still be in play. So we'll be close to 80 today in Orlando. Cooler up north at Ocala and Gainesville. Some low 70s up that way. Tonight, Ocala 53, 51 Gainesville. We'll dry it out. We'll cool it down pretty much area-wide. Tomorrow looks like a decent day. I mean, a slight slim chance of rain, 20% or less early before 8 a.m. Then sunshine prevails into the weekend. We're warmer, a little hotter for Saturday, high there of 87. And rain chances resurface 50% with a cold frontal passage, 81 your Sunday high. And again, medium range rain chances there at 50% coverage. That's your forecast, 621. Here's Kristen now with Live Drive.
Good morning.